Our goal in process development is to set our production group up for success. We need to prove that it works and that our process is robust. We do that through scientific molding. The key there is having a robust process. So our goal is to have a process window that our production team can work with to ensure that they're successful, which in turn means our customers are going to have success when they get their parts. The scientific molding process that we use follows a two-stage injection. The first phase would be developing our rheology curve with a fill time study. From there, we can understand where the material and that part like to be processed at from an injection speed standpoint. After our first phase, we can start to look into our second phase, which is packing. And we start to pack our parts at 95 to 99% full. And from there, we do a pack pressure scan, where we can understand where our high and low limits are from a pressure standpoint. Once we have those limits, we can perform a DOE along with melt temperature, mold temperature, and time. From there, we can really start to dial in our process window and understand what limits are out there. And we really want to understand what process inputs can impact certain diameters or lengths or certain characteristics about the part that are critical to the customer. Understanding those limits is how we generate that process window. One piece of technology that we use quite a bit while we're developing our processes is RJG. We install pressure or temperature sensors within each of our cavities in the injection mold, which allows us to monitor pressure within each cavity as well as melt progression. This allows us to monitor over time and make sure that we're matching those curves at the beginning of every production run to ensure that the process outputs are being met and matched from lot to lot of resin. Each lot of resin is going to process a little differently, and so we're actually monitoring the outputs that go along with each of those to ensure that we have a repeatable process from run to run. It's all these things from a processing standpoint that allow us to serve our customers and make sure that our processes are robust and that success can be carried over into production, which, as a customer, that means you're going to be getting repeatable product every time. We can reference those RJG graphs at the beginning of every production run, and it allows us to dial that process in at startup much more quickly, which will streamline and improve our efficiency so that we can get products out to our customers on a timely fashion.